Welcome to another Splatoon 2 video on the channel. Now what I did do before the latest direct happened at the start of March, I made a series of videos talking about the possibility of us getting Kali returning in the game, us getting playable Octolings and us getting a single player DLC. And what I did plan to do was make a series of videos talking about your ideas for those topics, but of course Nintendo did release that direct, and of course we learned about Kali returning in the 3.0 update, and of course we learned about the Octo expansion, so I couldn't really use that idea anymore. Couldn't really talk about your ideas for those topics just because Nintendo actually beat me to the punch and confirmed that we are getting Kali returning and of course getting a single player DLC through the Octo expansion. But what I did do also was made a video talking about my ideas, and what I did do was make a video talking about your ideas for new game modes within Splatoon 2. So what you will be listening to is a video that I did record before the latest direct. So this section of the video is around about 2 or 3 months old, but yeah, I thought I would include this within a brand new video just because I feel like it is interesting to talk about possible new game modes within Splatoon 2. So yeah, hopefully you do enjoy this section of the video. I will appear at the end of the video and talk about my thoughts about what I did just talk about. So yeah, hopefully you do enjoy this section of the video, and if you do have any of your own ideas, then list them in the comment section below. But this is just what you came up with around about 2 or 3 months ago. So the first comment comes in from AUGMC or AUGMC on Twitter. So I want a Splatoon 2 Battle Royale mode. It's a third person game, so it could work. Now I don't think Nintendo will do that just because Nintendo as a company, they don't really react like in a way where they copy another person's game mode and they put it in their game. So I can't see Splatoon 2 having a Battle Royale game mode, and plus we haven't really seen that many large maps within Splatoon 2. It's like Splatoon 2, it's not really built for large maps. Like the largest map in the game, I would say, is Murray Towers, but even then that is quite small when you compare it to maps from other shooters. So I don't think Nintendo will actually create a map that is large enough to do like a Battle Royale game type. And plus, like what I said, Nintendo as a company, they don't really react to what is happening in the gaming world by actually copying what other people are doing and put it in their own game. What they would do if they did want to do a Battle Royale game mode is put their own twist to it. Whether they would do that within the Splatoon IP, I'm just not so sure, to be honest with you. I don't think we will see Battle Royale get implemented within Splatoon 2, but Battle Royale, it is definitely hot right now. Really is hot. Seriously, Battle Royale, probably the hottest gaming genre in, currently existing at this moment in time. It is so hot, it's so popular, so it would definitely benefit the game if it did have a Battle Royale game type, but I just don't think Nintendo will ever do it, unfortunately. Shelby Robinson, I think, is commenting on what I said in a video where I said maybe they could add in a 1v1 mode, and this is what Shelby Robinson had to say. I would enjoy a 1v1 mode. 1v1s are so unique strategy wise from any other mode, so it would make a good addition. And I think what they could do is do like a 1v1 arena where, like, I've played Counter-Strike and pretty much you got like 10 players in the lobby and 8 of those players are watching what is happening in the middle of the map, and then when it's your turn, you get spawned in the middle of the map. You have to go up against another person from the other team. And maybe what they could do within Splatoon 2, like they don't really have a deathmatch sort of game mode, and maybe this 1v1 mode could be their deathmatch mode where whoever wins the most rounds. So like if you got 4v4 at the moment, maybe whoever wins the most round out of those players, your team will win the match, and maybe that is what they could do with a 1v1 mode. So yeah, that's just my idea for 1v1 mode. So those are the game mode ideas I received a few months ago now. Definitely I'm looking forward to your ideas for new game modes, and maybe I will make a follow-up video to this one where to go through your ideas for possible new game modes within Splatoon 2. Now that Battle Royale mode idea, I don't think it would work within Splatoon 2, just because obviously the reasons that I did mention previously, but also I think it would be easier to sort of kill people within that game mode, just because you would leave a trail of ink, like when you are shooting ink and trying to traverse the map. You would leave a trail of ink for other people to follow. It would be easier for people to find each other with a Battle Royale mode within Splatoon 2, and plus I don't think the game would be able to render 100 different colours on the map at once, so I think the game would struggle to run. So I don't think Battle Royale is a realistic option for Splatoon 2. Now that 1v1 arena idea that I just came up with isn't really that good, let's be honest. One way to spruce that up is maybe you could have an arena mode. Maybe it's not necessarily 1v1, but maybe it will be 4 versus 4, and maybe it could be special weapons only. And I've kind of got that idea from the Octo expansion, how some levels will be special weapons only. Maybe they could have a mode where you will just be in special weapons for the duration of the battle. Maybe you could have everybody using the inkjet, or everybody using the baller, or stingray, or tenter missiles, although I don't think that would be fun to use within a arena sort of mode. I think you couldn't really use every single sort of special weapon within the game at this moment in time, and maybe that could be a cool way to reintroduce some of the special weapons that we did have within Splatoon 1. So maybe that could be a good way to bring back the Kraken. Like, the Kraken sort of is a little bit imbalanced when you think about it, so maybe they could bring back the Kraken that way instead of bringing it back through the main multiplayer. Maybe they could have a special only mode, and maybe that is how they bring back the Splatoon 1 special weapons, like the Inkzooka, like the Kraken, Killer Whale. Special weapons that we did see within Splatoon 1. A lot of people would love to see them return, and maybe couldn't bring them back for the multiplayer for Splatoon 1, but maybe they could be brought back within this special sort of only mode. But even then, that game mode idea isn't the greatest. The idea that I did come up with in the video that I did make a few months ago is a mode that would encourage long distance battle, just because at this moment in time, chargers and the Splatlings, I guess the Splatlings, you could use them within the general multiplayer, and I guess people do use the chargers like within the ranked modes currently, like tower control, splat zones. People still use the chargers and the Splatlings, but you have to be at a distance to be able to control the objective for that. So maybe they could introduce a game mode that would encourage long distance battle, so it would encourage people to use the chargers and the Splatlings more. If this game mode did get introduced, then maybe it could help people to feel more comfortable with the chargers and the Splatlings, and maybe you will find those people that did play this sort of long distance battle mode, which encourages people to use the chargers and the Splatlings. Maybe once people feel comfortable with using the chargers and the Splatlings within that game mode, maybe then you would see them get used more within the general multiplayer. But even then, would that be a good thing? Would we want to see the chargers and the Splatlings sort of get more popular within the other game modes? Definitely it's a catch-22 situation, but I kind of got this idea from Clan Blitz, how that sort of encouraged people to use weapons that were really suitable at close range. Maybe they could do an opposite thing with a game mode that would encourage long distance battles. So they're just some of the ideas that I have come up with from the top of my head. I'm sure you guys will come up with better ideas in the comment section below. Definitely I'm looking forward to hearing your ideas, and maybe this could be introduced for September, when we do have to pay to play games like Splatoon 2 online. Maybe we could be getting a new game mode when that does happen, and that was the reason why I did make a video in the first place a few months ago talking about the possibility of us getting a new game mode to play online. Maybe they will have to do that to encourage people to carry on playing this game online when they do start charging for online multiplayer for games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and of course Splatoon 2. But that is pretty much it for this video, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.